Hello everybody, and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. How are you? My name is Ben Moseby. Thanks for joining us for the second show of 3 today. It's Friday. Normally I would be spinning around and shouting for the treetops, but I've got a bit of a poorly throat, so I can't shout too much, but I am excited inside, honestly. But yes, it's been a day. We've already had the launch of our Crafters Inspiration Global magazine, issue 5. So if you've missed out on that, then it's still available for you. Showstopper and the magazine on its own. Later on tonight, live from 5, we've got a masterclass for you where we're going to be featuring that again, plus another sneaky peek at things like the Amazing Flamingo collection. So lots to look forward to later. But right here, right now, we bring you something award-winning. It is our Craft Along show, 1 hour for you to craft along live with us. We are talking about the Large Flourish Corner Dies. These are fantastic. We have got the collection available for you. The Showstopper is still available too, which I'll chat to you about in just a second. But here's the thing, if you have already got it and it's out and it's ready to go, you can craft along live with us. If you're doing that, let us know, because we love to know if you're crafting along live. If you've already got it, of course, but you haven't got time now, you can watch this show back at a later date and craft along sort of live with Debbie. And if you haven't yet got this collection, good news is you can pick it up. We've got all of the available options for you, so you can grab it today, and then when you get it, you will then have this craft along to craft along with once your goodies arrive. I will say a few hellos in just a few moments' time, but let us say the most important hello to the lady who is leading this marvellous, marvellous craft along. And here's the thing, we've got 57 minutes to get this done. Well, that giggle told you everything you needed to know. It is the one and only Barnsley bombshell, Debbie Robinson. Have we got enough time is the question.
Absolutely, we've got time. This is an award-winning show. We will get it all done. I can promise you that.
Okay.
This is the project. Let me tell you, it's really simple, it's really easy. There's a bit of die cutting, there's a little bit of playing with inks, duet ink pads that I particularly use. But this is your craft along project, and I will read out the ingredients list in a moment. Now, don't judge me. I only have these 2 dies on me with my butterfly dies, so don't come at me in the comments.
Don't come at me.
With me love, with the love. Please don't, because it's your craft along, it's your project. You can put whatever sentiment you want on there. I'm just going to be giving you the gist of how to do this. What did we call it earlier? It's because it is a concertina card.
A quad. What did you call it? You called it a.
So normally it's a trifold, but I've extended
fold.
it by one. A quad fold. We'll go with that one. And took some lovely inspiration from that fabulously talented Marie Jones that I was telling you about earlier. The lovely lady that works with us. But yeah, that's what we're going to be making. I will give you the ingredients list right now because I'll let you into a secret. I'm going down like flies poorly, aren't we? We've got little Jamie off now. Sam and Nick, who are in our ears today, been boogieing away with
Bruce Springsteen, the boss.
The BC Bruce, the boss.
Yeah.
So it only got photographed this morning. So 1,000 apologies, which is why you're going to see. Oh, I have gone darker, look.
Look at your hair colour there.
I'm no longer the bombshell. I've got a brown bombshell. There you go. Ooh, look at the difference.
No,
wow.
It's 2 different women.
Oh, bless you. What you're going to need is the swirling flourish die. Thank God I got that dress on. Butterfly kaleidoscope stamp and die set, because I had a little bit for the embellishments. And the special friend of the With Love mini die. Again, you don't have to use them if you don't want to. Duet ink pads, I've chosen lemon meringue and spring buds because I'm feeling very zesty and lemony, and that's the kind of exactly what.
You're feeling lemony, you're feeling soury.
Not sour, sweet.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, it's bitter, isn't it?
Lemon's bitter.
Oh, I'm not bitter.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not bitter.
No.
You're also going to need Centura Pearl, and I've used A3 cardstock. I will give you the measurements for anybody who wanted A4. Watercolour cardstock, black cardstock, pearls if you want. Doesn't mean, at the end of the day you don't have to. Gemini die cutting machine, which is obviously we use the number 2. Large guillotine, big scoreboard, pokey tool, all-purpose glue, tacky glue, and of course low-tack tape, which will be essential when you're holding your dies down. And I think that was everything. I literally threw a scribbled note at Lily. Bless her heart. I've chucked this scribbled note because I'm like, because we were a little bit of an hastily put together craft along. However, my heart lies with craft along. I've said this many a time.
Yeah.
Favourite show. I absolutely love it. So that's all you're going to need. You can tweak the colours, you can tweak the cardstock, you can tweak the sentiments and the embellishments. But we'll get started that in a minute, so get ready. And pause, I'm on standby. I'll wait for you.
Superstar Susie is with us on the socials. Lois is in saying hello from Ohio. Ohio. Hi to Chantel, who says g'day from 2J, Australia. Hello also to Jeffrey Langley, who says happy Friday. We got Ben and Debbie and the greatest, most fantastic CTV crew here with us today. Yeah. That's Jeffrey, Nicola and Sam. Yeah, yeah. What did you say, Sam? What a lad.
I think Jeffrey's a lady. I thought Jeffrey was a lady. Jeffrey Langley?
Yeah.
Is it a man?
Jeffrey's definitely
I thought it was a lady.
definitely a man.
Whoops. Sorry, I've got to fly. It's driving me mad, Ben. I don't know if you've noticed me wafting.
Yeah, I wonder what you're doing. I wonder what you were wafting for a minute.
It's over there. It's flying over there. Look, it's going up. Look. I need it out. It's driving me mad. What?
I wonder what you were wafting.
You wonder what I'm wafting?
Yeah. Is it one of the big flies or is it one of the little annoying ones?
The little annoying ones. You know, the little light feathery things that just dive bomb in front of you. That one. Trying to get rid of it. So if you see me wafting, that's what I'm doing. Not what Mr. Moseby thinks I'm doing.
You see me wafting, you see me wafting. Why am I doing that? Cindy is in saying hi from sunny Worcester, Massachusetts. I'm not wafting. Mary Beth Doyle says hi from Minnesota. Hi to Carolyn, who's in from Florida. Carletta in Arkansas. Cindy says, yes, I've just got my inspiration magazine delivered this morning. Can't wait to look through it and start the projets. Carolyn's in from Florida. Carolyn Wilson. Hi to Carletta Morris, who says, I got my magazine delivered yesterday. Jacqueline Bell's in. Hello also to Cindy, who says, I love Debbie's hair. I love it. You look beautiful.
Aww.
And Chantel says, love the card, Debbie. Right, we're going to crack on with that in a second. If you want the deal, the Showstopper is here. So you're going to get all of these fantastic dies. Your amazing Large Flourish Corner Dies. These are brilliant and actually a little bit reminiscent of embossing folders that we've done previously that give you like a beautiful shape to your project, whether you're using just one as like an accent or you're multi-cutting these to create little frames, little corners, however you want to use them. They are absolutely beautiful, so detailed. Get the boards right in a minute. This one is called the Elegant Flourish. Loads of different styles with these. This one, we were saying when we launched them, would work quite nicely with something like the Honeysuckle collection because it's got that sort of like honeysuckle-y feel about it. This one here is the Decorative Flourish, one of the ones that wasn't available on HSN. So if you decide that you want to jump in and grab this, you can get it individually. A little bit of a Chinese dragon going on there, we thought, when we launched that. You see it, just there. That's number 2. You've also got in this set the Ornate Flourish. That was the other one, I believe, that wasn't available on HSN. So if you want to get those two together as individuals, you can. Also in the set is your Opulent Flourish. Again, really nice big size, that one. Might want to do a bit of maybe paper piecing, some colouring with that potentially. And then your last two are the Fancy Flourish. And then also you have got the Swirling Flourish. Aye. Now, if you go for the Showstopper, you then get on top of that your linen cardstock from the Arabian Nights collection. So that is 24 sheets, 8 different colours, 3 sheets of each. You're also going to get your large 3D foam pad kit, 20 sheets in there, and you've got your 12 sheets of heat-resistant acetate. That should be costing you an extra £35 or $45. However, it's just £10 or $24, I should say, onto the cost of your Showstopper, thus giving you this amazing price of £48 or $64. If you just decide you want to go for the dies on their own, you can also do that. And as I've mentioned, you've got all of those available individually if you just want to pick up a few, maybe pick up the ones that Debbie's working with today so you can do her project. Right, I think we are ready to go. Susan's joined us, Crafty Angie's joined us, and Chantel says, poor Ben, thank you, have a cuppa with honey and lemon and it will help your voice. Debbie's looked after me today, actually. She made me a cup of coffee, although I don't think that's probably the best thing to be drinking when you're losing your voice, is it? Coffee. Caffeine is not good, is it? I don't think.
No, the honey and the lemon, or the honey with the lemon, the hot water is a really good one. It's a soother.
Yeah.
It's not going to get rid of it, it soothes. It just stops that aches and pains. And I should know. I had a little while of it.
Your voice was gone for about 2 weeks, wasn't it? Longer.
add the months on there.
Wow.
Yeah, it was just a terrible time. But took the advice of the gorgeous Jeffrey, by the way, can I just say?
Yeah.
Vitamined up to the eyeballs.
Oh, really?
That's all I'm going to say. I rattle.
Okay.
Well, I bounce and I rattle because I have the gummies as well as the tablet form. So, but I'm absolutely up to the, and now, do you know what? Touch wood. I haven't had anything since, apart from a little bit of teeny bitty little cold.
I'll keep away from you.
Thank you very much. Yes, I'm like that with Jamie yesterday.
Yeah. Stay away.
Away.
Stay away.
Are you ready?
I'm ready if you're ready.
I'm ready.
I'll let you go.
Thank
Save
you
my
very
voice.
Thank you very much. So I'm going to, first of all, cut the card size down to size. Now, I've done it in one A3 piece of cardstock. And there was a reason, a good reason for it, because of the size of the card that I'm doing and where I was placing my dies made it that little bit easier to do with one piece of A3. It's doable with A4, but you just have to be very careful because the size of these, they're quite big dies. And this panel is actually 4 by 6. So it's like 4, 8, 12, 16. So it's 16 across by 6. So you could extend it slightly with your A4 cardstock, but you'll just need, and I would probably err on caution and go a little bit like maybe to 5 rather than 4, so that you can get your join in with your A4 cardstock. If you want a seamless, not joining up one, then stick to A3. So that's what that is. So I've got an A3 piece of cardstock. I score mine first before I use the guillotine, and the only reason being is that the guillotine only goes up to, when I say only goes up to 13¼ inches, whereas the paper trimmer goes up to 14¼ So it's always best to score first, so you can get that fold and then trim it with the guillotine. So I'm doing it on the long side. So I've got the long side, there's 16 inches going across, well, sorry, it's actually a little bit more than 16 inches, but it's the A3 cardstock going across there. I'm going to score this at 4 inches, top to bottom. You will have a bit of waste, I will tell you that, so you could make another card out of it. We're going to come in 8 inches. Now, because I'm using my big board, oh, don't go out of the groove, Debbie. Don't go out of the groove.
Oh, no, stay in the groove.
No, stay in that groove. Get into that groove.
Get into the groove.
Is it? Oh, it's Madonna, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So 4 and 8. Now, you can't get your 12 out of there. So what I'm going to do is fold it in on itself and just put the score line in. Now, I've got a bit of pearlescent finish, so my back is going to have a little bit of a pearlescent finish, which is okay. But I'm going to push it up to that board, and then I'm just going to do that carry on again at 4 and 8.
Okay.
And then you'll know what bit you're trimming off at the end. So we're going to go at 4 and 8 again. This bit we're going to cut away. But what I just want to do for now, because it now means with the scoring being in place, that I can put my guillotine into place now and cut it down to size. So with that in mind, keep it at the folded length. And then what we're going to do is we're going to trim it down to that 6 inch. So it's like 16 inches by 6 inches, scored at 4, 8 and 12. And then I'm going to trim off this waist bit because I don't want that waist bit. And all I'm going to do is take it to the 8-inch mark and trim that down so that you've got an accurate one. But I'm just going to make sure I've got me, there we go, that's better. So now I've got my card base, move that to the side. See what I mean about you've got another card there that you could be potentially using exactly the same. It's just slightly smaller. If I just pop that in, you can see the difference in size.
Yeah.
So you could still use that one. But how we're going to do this now, and I'll just get that the right way around, and this is where we're going to come in. We're going to fold that in. Now, you don't have to worry about this at the minute because in a second we are going to be running this through the die cutting machine. But I just wanted to show you how I got to that fold kind of thing, the fold. But I wouldn't worry about putting the burnish lines in. So I wouldn't be scoring right now because all of these panels are going to be die cut into. And if we start burnishing, then run it through the die cutting machine, you'll notice that your burnish lines will flatten because of the pressure of the Gemini. So there's no point doing it right now, but what we will do is we'll get on with some die cutting.
Okay.
So I've chosen the swirling flourish. So I'll just reiterate this. This is 16 inches by 6. I've scored it at 4 and at 8. I folded it in, pushed it up to the line again and scored it at 4 and then just trimmed off at the 8 mark, if that makes sense. I hope that made sense. And that's the fold that we're going for, okay?
Quad fold.
Perfect. Quad fold. Our quad fold. Now, I'm going to have my design going alternate on each panel. So each 4 by 6 panel, I've got one down in this corner, one in this top corner,
Yeah.
one down in this corner, one down in that corner. So again, it's just alternating that pattern. And just so I can show you what I mean by that, can you see how effective it looks? Especially this bit, when you lay it out flat, it looks absolutely beautiful. Also makes a gorgeous, and I will just tell you, if you had that extra little seam on, you could have turned that into a box. Because your little seam that you had left over in that size would be perfect for that. However, place something at the back of there, or maybe on one of the panels, because the seam, that ½ an inch, will come over that design. Does that make sense? So if I just show you in reflection with that one, when you fold that seam in to link it together as a box, fold, let me just push that down so I can show you what I mean. That die cut piece, that element, will be affected by that seam. So just bear that in mind if you are going to do that. However, we're not, we're keeping it as a card. So let's get die cutting. So I'm going to get some low tack tape, I'm going to hold that down into place. And I'm just concentrating on that panel. So I'm looking at that panel, I want a little bit off the bottom, so about a ½ inch up and a ½ inch in. Let's just put that down and hold that down with some low tack tape. And then we're going to run that through the Gemini. Now I'm going to pop it onto my larger plates. Now, because this is Central Pearl, I will give you a little top tip. If you're using Central Pearl and you're running earlier on, I'm thinking, where's that come from? If you're going to use Central Pearl and you don't want any marks on it, what I would say to you is in terms of your platform, substitute that for your metal shim and run it through twice, and that way you won't get any marks on your cardstock, okay? Because I'm doing it on the, not the Centura Pearl side, I think I'll be able to get away with it doing it the normal way. I will just have a look, because when I was prepping this, I actually did it with a metal shim instead of the magnetic shim. I just substituted it out. I didn't look at it as being like an intricate die that I was difficult to cut. What I looked at it was, how is it going to mark my cardstock? I think Craig did a masterclass, didn't he, quite recently with the Gemini. Did he do that on the
Well, we did the Gemini 2 anniversary,
yeah.
So we were looking at plate combos and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, can you see what I mean? So I've used the magnetic one. Now, the markings of the card have gone onto my card here. However, not going to worry too much, because that will be covered up with a panel. So I'm not going to fret too much. But if you were doing it on this side, can you see the markings?
Yeah.
So that's what I would just say, and that will happen. But there's a way around it. You could put a copy of sheet into it, or you could do what I do and just substitute the magnetic shim for the metal shim, and potentially just run it through a couple of times.
Okay.
Because the magnetic shim is a different depth, thickness to this one. Does that make sense?
Can I just ask a question as well? Because I'm just thinking, being a MIDI user, would you be able to do this in the MIDI as well?
Right, in the MIDI. Oh, have I got a plate with a MIDI?
I was just wondering if that cardstock's too long to fit in the folder, but I think you probably would, wouldn't you?
Well, if you think about the MIDI and the platform, so it's the size of the Junior, and where you run that through, you will see that it goes through that way, because you can't turn the plate, can you, sideways?
But you could put it the other way round, couldn't you? The piece of card.
Oh, wait a minute, that way?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, it will fit on.
Cool.
Cool.
And then you could, when you do your next bit, you'll do it at the bottom, won't you?
Oh.
I was just thinking.
Get you, Mr. MIDI over there.
Mr. MIDI.
Mr. MIDI. Yes.
Hello,
like
I'm Mr. MIDI.
I like it. I think that's a really good. Excuse me, I'm just cleaning my die. You wouldn't do that at home. You would get your die cleaning brush.
No, you would not.
Especially if Leanne was in the building, and thankfully, I think she's. Is she on holiday at the minute, or is she?
No, she was around yesterday.
Was she around? I didn't see her yesterday.
I think she's going on holiday soon, isn't she?
Yeah.
Off to Greece somewhere, I think.
She is having some nice R&R time, God love her. But yeah, you could do. Yeah, I like that. But yeah, we'll not do the banging in front of Leanne.
Oh, no. You'll get yourself in trouble.
I'll put it to the test now where I'll switch the mats and layers up. So just to show you what I mean by that. So the next is we're going into that second centre panel. So I'm going to do exactly the same, about 1/4 inch down either side. Always low tack tape, hold it in place. Don't risk it for a biscuit, because that will move. Guaranteed. But let's go in and let's turn that around, pop that side. I'm going to hang it out because there's no point having it all on the plate. I'm going to hang it out a little bit because it won't affect the cut. But what I'm going to do is, now then, I know I've got the metal shim somewhere. Well, where are you, you little devil? It was under here yesterday. What the hecky thump? It's disappeared. Is it under there? Is it under there?
What are you
Where's
looking
it
for?
gone?
Metal shim?
The metal shim. I've got the little one, but that's not going to work with this. It's the large one. It was here yesterday. Well, craft room. There's some plates there, but I don't think it's there.
Oh, that is really weird.
That's so weird.
Huh. Well, I never did.
Do you know? They've taken all the metal shims.
Where have they gone?
What have they done with them?
That's outrageous behaviour.
It blooming well is. Because I was going to show you how to do it.
Is that, Shall I go and get one from Jake? Will we not have a spare out there?
Wow.
I'm going to go, wait there.
Thank you.
I'm coming back.
Thank you. My little knight in shining armour. What I'll do is, I'll just run this through the normal one to start with, and when we come to that third cut, because we've got to do this 4 times, we'll do that again potentially while Ben goes and has a little look for me. And I'm just going to run that through as well. So this will cut out 4 times. The lovely thing about this is that you could mix those swirls up if you wanted to. So if you've got the whole collection, you could absolutely have different patterns on each one, and I think that'd look really nice as well. But yes, we'll have a look at that in a second, and we'll show you. Have you got me a new one? You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's bizarre, isn't it, that we've got a craft room? Thank you, my lovely. That's very kind of you. But yeah, it makes a difference. It really does. But I will show you when you do use the platform. Obviously, this is a very intricate die, and I'm going to turn that round and spin it round so I know that when I point it back down again, and flip and rotate your plates.
That's it.
Yeah,
good housekeeping.
Absolutely. And then also we're going to do, so you can see we've got one in this bottom corner, one in that top corner. Let me just take that little piece out. And then, let's move that up a little bit. We'll do exactly the same. Let me just do the thing that we're not going to tell Leanne I do. No one's going to tell her. It's so naughty. It's really naughty and I shouldn't do it. But I'm coming back down into that bottom corner again. So again, that's that next 4x6 panel. Exactly the same. Measurement wise, it's just about 1/4 inch in and up. So again, but this time I'm going to just substitute. Now we'll show you because you will probably need to put this through twice, but I'm just going to pop that down. And as you notice, it's not actually cutting into it. I'm just using it as a shim. Yeah. And it gives me a little bit of pressure, but let me just make sure, whereabouts is my die? That middle bit, right. Let me just put that into there. Why am I struggling? Got it on a turntable. What am I doing? Seriously,
what do you like?
Honestly, I do wonder about myself sometimes. Put that down there, out the way for a second. So when I show you now, what it doesn't do is it doesn't mark the cardstock, but you may, and I say may, I'm going to have a little look first. That looks absolutely fine, actually. You don't get any markings on your cardstock, so if you are using something like you know, a specialist cardstock like Centura Pearl or something like that, it stops that from happening. Like I said, the other option there would be to slip a piece of copier sheet onto your plate so that it doesn't mark the card as well. However, I think that's cut absolutely fine. And if we just pull that back and then just start to poke those pieces. But whereas you saw on the other one, it fell out practically straight away, you just have to prise these out of this one. Or run it through twice and that'll come and make it, it does like a double cut. But yeah, it's sometimes worth it for, especially when you're using something like a Centura Pearl. And this only takes a couple of minutes. I've often said it and I do mean it. I find this tedious. People find it really therapeutic. It ain't for me. Flip, rotate, that's the next place I want to cut. Look at me being good, flipping and rotating. By the way, because we've got an hour, Ben, would you keep me in check?
You got 33 minutes left.
How many?
33.
Doable. Doable.
Just whilst you're doing that, we've got some of those, which we'll do in a minute, but Lynn is asking, are you going to be at the pop-up shop in July on the 13th?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
I'm so sorry, guys. I wanted to be... But I've got another thing on, so I don't think I'm going to be able to make it to the 13th. Is it for a couple of hours, or is it for...
10 till 2, I think it is.
It's what?
10 till 2, I think it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm the same, because I would definitely have been there, because the warehouse is literally 5 minutes from my house.
It is, isn't
but
it?
I'm going on holiday. We're flying to Turkey on that day.
Oh, you're flying to Turkey? Oh, bless you.
So, but I would have popped down for an hour had I
Do you know,
not
I was
been.
thinking the same. I thought, is it doable? But I live as you know, Ben, I live a couple of hours away. I'm not up here that week either. If I'd have been up here that week, I might have been tempted to stay over, go for an hour at the beginning of the day. But I'm not up here that week, so unfortunately, I think it's going to be a no. Is that Lynn, did you say? I think it's going to be a no from me, because, and only because I had already got plans that day.
And you do live a fair distance away, to be fair. So.
Yeah, so, yeah, I don't think it's going to be a doable.
Next time.
I'm not sure. Is Sarah going?
Sarah and Leanne.
I thought so, yeah. I mean, it'll be fabulous, don't get me wrong, it'll be absolutely fabulous.
Listen.
Not sure if Craig is going either.
I want to say Craig isn't for some reason. I think
Is he away?
He might be away, I'm not sure. But Leanne and Sarah are going to be there. Apparently they're going to be offering their services as personal shoppers. What I would say, as much as that is very nice, if you're going to take up that option, make sure you bring the credit card. Because it will be nice to meet them, but I promise you, if you take on that opportunity to shop with them, you're going to have a full basket. That is all I will say. Can you imagine having them two running through the warehouse?
This way. Do you know when they used to do the shows, the crafting shows?
Yeah.
And I remember when Sarah and Leanne were there, and I went and they had this great big, I always remember it was, I think it was Doncaster, and they had a great big square, and there were the things like the pros, the scoreboards, everything on there. And I blew my budget.
Oh.
Because of Sarah and Leanne.
Yeah, there you go.
I blew the budget at their stall. Literally.
There you go.
So just be aware of the personal shoppers.
Yeah.
In terms of our lovely Sarah and Leanne.
Maybe say hello, give them a wave, and then walk away from them. That's what you need to do. It's
going to be good though, isn't it?
It will be fun, I think. Yeah.
I think I've heard. I'm not sure if Lily's going either. I'm not sure, and I know Deb's definitely won't, because I think she's had.
Yeah,
I want to say she's at Hobby.
Somewhere, I think she's
somewhere. I'm just gonna leave it there. I think she's somewhere.
Sarah and Leanne, not too shabby.
I mean, come on.
Come on.
Come on. The big guns.
The big guns
you don't
are
want me there.
Nah.
Not when you've got the big guns out.
Yeah.
So no. But yes, so unfortunately not. And I've been trying to make it work ever since I knew about it. I am at a prior engagement, shall we say.
Yes.
Yes. Right, so let's just take that off, and now you can start to see it taking shape. So I'm just going to peel that back.
You have 30 minutes remaining.
How many?
30 minutes remaining.
13?
No, 30. 30. Sorry, it's my croaky voice.
What are you trying to do to me?
30.
13. I literally had kittens there and then on the spot. 13.
30.
30. That's okay. We've got plenty of
You're
time.
good to go.
If you look at what we've done at the moment, we've done the card base.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, absolutely fine. Yeah. I think it's okay.
Nice.
I think we're okay. And when we because we are going to take a short break. When we come back, we will concentrate on the panels.
Okay.
And the and you know I love a little bit of what I call the messy background.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to be doing next. I'm
nice.
just going to get that little bit out there.
So you happy for a break now? Yeah.
We can do, because I'm nearly done with this. Let me just get my last little piece out. I'm trying to be very careful, because I will tell you, delicate. And as this hasn't been used, these last two cuts haven't been used with the magnetic shim. I'm just mindful that I don't take off more than what I need to take off. So that's why my poker tool's coming in handy. Yeah. And I'm just going to get rid of, there we go. Please tell me you're all out. Always one. Always one there. There you go.
There's another one there.
You can see now. And then also, where?
Oh, I'm joking.
Oh, you little devil. Right, so we're going to do those folds now. So if I grab my bone folder, just get rid of that mark in there. And then now we can put the score lines back in. You could go back in with your scoreboard if you wanted to. But all I want to do is make sure that I've now got the lovely burnish so that it folds up nice and neat. So this is what you will have got now, which is your fold card, that lovely concertina. It's like one of those little, do you know where you take your clothes off at back of it? Da-da-da-da. Da-da. You know what I mean? Do you know the screens? And
What?
you take the, that's what it looks like. It's like a screen.
What, and you start going do-do-do, do-do-do-do, ba-da-da-da, da-da-da-da.
You know what I mean? No, it's like a screen where you take, whoosh, cut off, everything off. If you Are you taking your clothes off?
No. I'm not.
Dear. I think we do need that break, actually.
We need a break.
Is all I'm going to say. But that's what you'll have ended up with right now. So you should be at that stage. And when we come back, we'll get on with the decoration part.
We will take a break. We'll just say hi to Laura, who's joined us. Should be asleep for work tonight, but slept during the night. Yikes, says Laura. Shaddai says, Fisherman's Friends lozenges, my Lord Ben, and some vitamin C. Yeah, I need that. Thank you. And Pat says, good morning, Ben, Debbie, Super Susie, and staff, and all my crafting friends from New Jersey. Hi also to Doris A. and Beverly Bryant, who says, hello, Ben and Debbie. Love watching you two together. Sarah does it all the time, Debbie. Oh, hitting the dies. And probably a lot harder. She whacks the dies on the table to clean them out. They all do it, but I'm saying nothing. Let us have a short break, and when we come back, we will the royal we, Debbie will continue on and finish this amazing project. If you are crafting along though, got any questions, now's a good time to fire them in. If you're shopping, now's a good time to check out with Cinemo.
Tea first, and then from there it'll be meetings, and they could be commercial meetings, they could be creative meetings, I could be supporting one of my team. I also manage a large team, so it could be one-to-ones with those. Every day is different, but always a predominant focus on the products, how they're working, the new products that we're bringing out, a lot of research and development. When we get to see the finished article, way before anybody at home gets to see it, it arrives and we get to unpack it and experience it and try it, that gives us all a massive buzz. I can't be getting out of bed too early, and I like to get to bed. 9 o'clock's the new 10 p.m. Tea all day long, black, no sugar, thank you. I tend to miss breakfast, which isn't great, and if I have to come in the office, then that's going to be yoghurt and fruit. My face, all of the makeup that makes this, nobody's seeing this without that on. Probably a baked potato or a salad or something egg-based. Ooh, craft along a masterclass. I'm going to say masterclass, and that's because I love to educate. One song that would be the theme tune to my life, it would be Billy Ocean, Red Light Spells Danger. Pour a gin and tonic. First thing I do, get in the house, gin and tonic, decompress the day, and then plan what I'm going to do that night.
I like to get up, chill, relax, get a cup of tea, then get myself sorted. And if I'm presenter, I'll write all my notes. If I'm the demonstrator, I'll get my prep out, have another look at it, make sure that everything is the way it needs to be for the show, do the show. Then what I'll do is I'll grab something to eat. Then have another look at the sheets again, making sure the next show's all good to go. Then we do that show, tidy. I always like to make sure that the area is nice and tidy, either for myself the next day or whoever's in. Jump in the car, head home. I will quickly unpack what I need to unpack, and then I get on that sofa as quick as I can. As soon as we go live, I love that within our live shows, I always get the butterflies. As soon as we get that countdown in our ear that we're just going live, butterflies kick in, and 10, 15 seconds, I'm going. Butterflies have gone, and we just enjoy the show. Early riser. Oh, shower in the morning. Tea. Oh, savoury breakfast. Masterclass. My mobile phone. Oh, anything with chicken. Currently, it is The Weekend, Blinding Light, and it has been for about a couple of years, and I still love it. Apart from jumping in the car, chilling on the sofa, watching TV.
Welcome back, everybody. If you just heard somebody decanting pop into their flask, that was obviously Debbie just decanting pop into her flask. Just as Sam went, mic's up. Hashtag profesh.
All the time.
All the time. Laurie says, happy Memorial Day weekend. Oh, happy Memorial Day weekend. Anne says, Laurie Bonnet, tomorrow is my birthday. Well, happy birthday. 21 again, you say. I don't doubt it. Sherry Bolt says, good morning, crafty friends. It's a beautiful Colorado day to craft. And Rosalind Russell says, Debbie, were you doing burlesque? To get some of them tassels, weren't we?
I was just going to say the tassels. What collection was that from? Museum collection.
Age of Elegance.
Tassels.
Age of Elegance. You started it. Right. What's she like? Oh, you know, stand behind one of those screens and get undressed.
Do you know what I do? I will apologise now. I sometimes forget where I am.
We blimmin' love you, missus,
I know,
for
but
that.
this is the problem
It wouldn't be
I
the
have
same.
with my life, full stop. I forget where I am sometimes.
No,
and
never
I do
change.
apologise. I
Never
do
change
apologise.
and do not apologise, because that is funny. Right, everybody? Yes. That's why we love her, isn't it? Yes. Right. Should we get back to the craft-along and try and be a bit profesh?
We'll try. We'll try. How many minutes have we got left?
20.
Oh, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Now, this is the little bit where we're going to now put our panels into place, because I was thinking about using paper, but then I thought we've got so many gorgeous inks. And duet ink pads being one of my favourites. I know you've heard me say it many a time, but I genuinely absolutely adore them. So I am using the duet ink pads, but we need to create our panels. So if I just bring this down for a second, you want to make sure that it doesn't cover up that beautiful flourish. So I'm going to give you the measurements now for them to fit into there. And we are going to, well, I personally used these two. I've gone for Spring Buds and Lemon Meringue. I feel it's very zesty kind of spring-like colours.
Yeah.
Even though we're now, I think, officially into summer. 1st of June, is it?
1st of June is like meteorological summer, but I think it's a bit later.
Is it?
It's like
Is it spring still then?
Yeah, it's still spring. Yeah, July, June, July, August, isn't it? Summer. September, October, November. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It is. 1st of June.
All I'm going to say is I'm not sure.
1st of June.
Right, well, what we're going to do first is I've got black matte cardstock and I've got watercolour cardstock. And the reason being is that it's going to work best with this, because even though it's an hybrid ink pad, it still reacts beautifully to water. So I'm going to use the watercolour cardstock for that. So first things first, we need to create, and we're only going to do this twice, cut these panels out twice, because we're going to snip them in half. So we only need 2 panels at this size. And if I've remembered my measurements right, and you better have, Debbie, you better have, 5 by 3 times 2, which sounds a lot, but please bear with me. Now I'm just going to make sure I've got straights, because I've just pulled this from the studio set of cardstock. So that's 5 by 3, and I want that twice. So I'm going to go to the 3-inch again. Somebody got a squeaky chair in my ear.
I think it's Sam.
Is it Sam again? I'm going to say, I thought I heard a squeaky chair. So we've got 2 at 5 by 3, and then we're going to have 2 at, and I always come down a quarter, at 2 3/4 by 4 3/4. So that's 2 of those panels again. Let me get the most out of there. At 2 3/4 by 4 3/4. Now, when we snip these, we're going to snip these in half. So this is where you could wait until you've got your colour down onto these. But for these pieces, we're going to just take them and cut them diagonally. So we're going to go from that point to that bottom point, and you're going to line it up to the edge. So if I just tilt that wrong way, Debbie. If you just tilt it up to this edge of the blade, that will give you the perfect diagonal cut. So I'm just going to line that up so that you're snipping them into 2 pieces. And that goes for the other black panel, exactly the same. Just going to make sure that's lined up. I can see we might need to tighten our arm on this one because it's just dropping a tad. It should be okay. And if I just bring that in so you can see now, when you're popping these down, they fit perfectly onto there without taking away that beautiful design. So that's just the perfect panel for those. So you've got 4 of those out of the 2 sheets. And then before we actually do that cutting, we're going to repeat that cut, but make life easy for yourself. Let's get the inks down. I'm going to drop down the lemon meringue, gorgeous colour, a little bit onto the glass mats. We're going to bring in the spritzer and we're going to spritz. And then we're just going to literally smooch up the colour on both of those panels and not waste any of it. So, oh, that's nice, I like that one. And you can dilute that a little bit more. I mean, what it doesn't do is lose the intensity of the colour, which is what I love about them. I'm just going to give these a quick dry to blast. You can leave them to dry naturally if you want to let them dry naturally.
Yeah.
What I am going to do though, Ben, is I'm going to do it onto a spare piece because I've got matching butterflies using my kaleidoscope of butterflies.
Oh, nice.
So these are going to be my panels, but I'm
Yeah.
going to use a little bit more of that ink in a second and add a little bit more. But I'm just going to dry this off. The important thing with the duet ink pads, and that goes for the colour bloom as well. Do you know when they launched the colour bloom?
Yeah.
When you want to layer colour on top of colour on top of colour without losing any of the colour.
Dry.
That sounds a lot of colours there. You get that gorgeous intensity still, and you can layer up. But it is the very important stage, as I always refer it to as the law of Leanne, where you let
what?
it. Law of
Oh,
Leanne.
Law of Leanne.
Yeah, Law of Leanne, where you let it dry. So you either let it dry naturally or force the dry. But I'm just going to sweep up. I've got a bit of scrap here, so I'm just going to sweep this up for me butterflies. Oh, don't know where that black came from. Ooh, where have you come from? Mucky thing. Got a bit of muck on there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Mucky
don't know where that's come from.
Oh.
What if I can get 4? I can get 4 butterflies out of that, can't
Yeah.
I? I'm just going to wipe that up. So let's just get rid of that. While I'm letting that dry naturally, I'm going to bring in spring buds. Of course, you can use whatever colour you want.
You decide.
You decide. I've just gone for springy, zesty colours. And exactly the same. Spritz
And smoosh.
and smoosh.
Whilst you're smooshing,
Smooshing.
Shaddai says, you are who you are, Debbie. Love you to bits just as you are. Do not change. Carolyn says, love you both to bits. You make my heart smile. Aww. Shaz says, you always make a dull day bright, Debbie. Love ya.
Oh.
And Pat says, I love when the 2 of you work together. It brightens my morning. Oh, you guys.
Oh my God, I
You
love that.
guys.
Thank you so much.
I must also pass on, thank you Maggie Herman, and also I think it was Chantel, and there's been lots of other comments. There's a lot of love today for your nailage,
My what?
your nails.
Oh, thank you.
A lot of love coming through for those today.
Oh, I'm ready for a new set.
Oh,
I've
yeah?
just, yeah. It's just I just asked for a nice blacky, silvery. Yeah, you know what I'm like. I love a little bit of sparkle, so I had to have a little bit of sparkle.
Yeah.
But I managed to got excited during Eurovision, sliced my finger.
Oh,
so
no.
I knocked it off, and then for some reason I don't know how I've managed it, but I was rubbing it off. And silly old me got my poker tool to scrape the glue off. Took half the design off with me.
How did you slice your finger whilst watching Eurovision?
So I got really excited with the break the code. Loved the winner's song.
No.
Got really excited because I really liked the visuals of it. I really got. I know you're doing that at me. I know you're doing that. But I love Eurovision, as you may know. And I got excited, and as I was prepping in my craft room, got my finger underneath, I went like that, and I just had them done.
What are you like?
Exactly. Honestly, it only happened to me. Often does. But yeah, so I can't help it. Getting excited about a song.
I like the one.
winner.
I can't remember which country it was there, but they had the guy with the pyros. That was a song I liked. I want to say it was. He was doing that. They had like
There were quite a lot of pyros.
no,
going
but
off
he
that
had
night.
pyros attached to him, and he was like, was it
What?
Finland? Was it Finland?
I don't remember him because I actually got the top 2 right. I wish I'd put some pennies on it because I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I got that right.
It was, who won it? Switzerland?
Switzerland, and then the second act was, oh my life.
Was it Croatia? No.
No, they were on quite early on, weren't they, Croatia? Very good song, but not Croatia.
I can't remember.
Croatia.
I didn't think
I forgot.
I didn't think ours was very good either this year. Oh, she's saying nothing. Wasn't great, was it? No. No. Bring back Bucks Fizz, that's what I say.
Yay!
Get them back
Making
in.
your mind up.
They know how to win a Eurovision.
Of course they do, yes. Yeah. Lulu is British, yes.
Lulu's already done.
She's
She did
actually
Eurovision.
Scottish, actually, Lulu.
She did Eurovision, didn't she?
She has done Eurovision, yeah.
Yeah. Boom, bang, a bang.
Boom, bang, a bang,
Boom, bang, a bang. Cliff Richards done it, didn't he? Did it?
Congratulations. Oh, wait a minute.
Huh?
Yeah, congratulations, weren't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Blue did it.
Oh, I can.
Yeah.
2011.
Michael Ball. He did it.
Oh, I love Michael. One step out of... Wait a
One
minute,
step
at
at
a
a
time,
time.
isn't it?
Yeah.
One step out of... Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, now I'm showing off how geeky I am with Eurovision.
Uh,
I'm just making sure because I'm getting carried away and I'm like, have I put this in the wrong way now? Because I've been chatting away. Oh, I think I might have.
What have you done?
Oh,
What
I
have you
have. Oh, hang on a minute.
no.
Debbie, you dipstick.
You... What you like?
Thank goodness. Uh-oh. There we go. I hope I've cut these the right way now because that's because I'm talking Eurovision.
Sorry, I'll shush. I've got a bad voice. I shouldn't be talking anyway.
Let me put these down so
Yeah.
I know. Let me
Okay.
put them... In fact, let me get them here before I bet you any money I've cut them wrong way and I've got to re-ink. That'll be just about right when I've got 10 minutes to go. Well, we'll sort it out, don't worry. We'll sort it out. Because there's no mistakes in crafting, just happy accidents, Debbie. She says. She's cut them
you're all
wrong-
good, aren't you?
Wrong way. No, I ain't. I've cut them wrong way.
What do you mean?
Because you... wait a minute.
No, just turn it
Oh,
back.
my brain. My brain's hurting.
Oh, no, you
they've
think
got the wrong way.
you've inked them the wrong side, haven't you? Can't you just turn them over and re-ink them?
Yes. Not with that one, though, I can't. So do you know that spare one that I had? That's going to be used for butterflies.
No, hang on. Couldn't you...
I can't... Do you know what? I'm looking at it.
You can use some... You can use at least one of them, surely.
I thought that, and then I'm looking
Oh,
at it, and they're
no.
probably screaming at me now. But come here. You come here and try and get these to work, because I can't get them to work.
But-
and I think... Flip the main card
If you
upside
flip-
down.
Yeah, there you go, and then it'll work.
Oh, Sam. Well, that saves us time, doesn't it? To be fair. I mean, it's not really the look I was going for. But do you know what?
But you could just smoosh that on the other side, couldn't you?
You could smoosh it on the other side, yes.
Oh, but you're not now.
Well, no, because Sam said you could flip reverse it.
All right. Yeah.
We'll do a flip reverse.
Yeah.
We'll do a flip reverse. Do you know what? To be fair, that's flourish.
Does it nice,
Don't really
doesn't it?
matter, does it?
No.
Thank you, Sam.
Well done, Sam.
Saved me.
Good work.
He's been working here far too long when he can work it out, and I can't work it out, let me tell you. My brain were hurting then. I'm like, what have I done? And then I realised it's because I'd not placed them. So if you're following this craft along, it's not do as I say, or do as I do. It's like,
It's fine.
you know what you need to do. You need to lay down your panels, then work out which way you need to cut, and you cut in the opposite direction. Because to be fair, it'll work. We're going to go with it.
Thank
Or
goodness for Sam to save the day, says Susie.
what? Bless you, Susie.
Craft man Sam, he's always on the scene. Craft man Sam, you cannot ignore. Sam is the hero next door in the gallery.
But the thing is, we often joke in craft, and we do say that there's always a way around being able to fix it.
Yeah, exactly
so
right.
there's no point getting knickers in a twist.
It's a bit of card
It's
at
a
the end
bit
of
of
the day,
card.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. It's a bit of card. And Debbie could have had a mini meltdown then.
But no.
But thanks to our lovely Sam,
Craft man Sam.
who saved the blooming
He
day.
did save the day.
I'm just going to have to trim that, though, because that's hurting my eye. So I'm going to trim that down. There we go. There's a will, there's a way. And we're just going to stick those panels down. So it's going to look slightly opposite direction to the main craft along. However, when you're doing this at home,
You
will
won't be
not...
talking about Eurovision.
We will not talk about Eurovision. You'll
No.
be sat there concentrating. I just hope no one's following me along now, because that might have gone a little bit. Yeah. pear shape, shall we say. Not the saying I was about to say, and then I cancelled myself off air.
I've been like that a couple of times recently.
You just have to sometimes think, don't you?
Check yourself, yeah.
Check yourself, yeah. Think what's in your head. Don't open your mouth until you've actually checked what she was going to say. I actually quite like this.
I do.
I quite like this one.
I think it's a happy accident.
It is an happy accident.
Come good.
Yeah, come good, yeah.
You've got 8 minutes, did you know?
Oh my God. Right, speed crafting.
Good
We'll
old
do it,
squeaky
we'll do it.
Good old squeaky chair Sam to the rescue, says Chantal.
Who said that? Oh, I love it. Yeah, that's funny. There we go. Let me just get that into place. There we go. And there you go. We've got maybe opposite to the... oh, look at that. That looks,
yes.
Oh, my life.
I love that.
Oh,
Stick it all
look
together.
at that. A
Giant
big,
card.
card. I mean, you did say I love big cards, but blooming heck, that's big.
That is a big one.
Right, with said piece, kaleidoscope of butterflies. Let's get this all cut down. Just choose... I've just chose 4 or 5. Just choose whatever you can fit onto your little bit of scrap paper. Let's go for that big one because I do like that. In fact, I think I could get away with 5. Of course you can, Debbie.
Yeah.
Of course you can. Let's go with the 5. I'm going to hold that down with some low tack tape though. Yet again, there's a lot of metal on there, so I don't want it to move. So I'm just going to pop that. Wait a minute. There you go. Pop that onto there. Bit of black cardstock for said 2 pieces. And apart from the gems, I think we'll get this done. Because Debbie realised she hasn't fetched the gems from home. What a silly Billy. And I'm not going to stress Jake out because he's very busy.
Yeah, very, very busy. Sure he is. Friday, 5 to 4. He'll be chock-a-block. Don't go and disturb him. I don't know what he's doing now. Probably something very important.
Oh dear. I love it.
He's working just as hard as everybody else left in the building at 5 to 4 on a Friday. Oh, actually, there is nobody else left in the building. It's just us.
It's quiet, isn't it? Everybody's gone home.
Everyone has got home.
And they're on the earlier train than 4 o'clock today.
They go about 3 o'clock
I
on
know
a
it's
Friday.
the bank holiday weekend though.
Oh,
You
I
can't
know.
blame them. Come on, it's the bank holiday here in the UK.
Yeah.
This week, well, I said this weekend, we celebrate. This is the thing. We have one day, but we celebrate for about 4
Yeah,
on a bank holiday.
yeah. There was a few sickies taken today, I bet. Where's Jamie? I thought he was supposed to be vision mixing today. Oh, that's a bit awkward. No, I know, in all fairness, he wasn't very well yesterday.
He weren't very well,
I think
no.
I've caught a bit of whatever he had. Do
you know, the thing is, I thought I genuinely were worried about him last night because he wasn't looking very well at all, was he?
No.
Bless his little heart. And do you know what? Trooper he is. He
Yeah.
stayed right till end.
Yeah.
He didn't leave early. He stayed. I mean, it's a good job he didn't because Johnny nearly had a meltdown. I can't do both jobs.
It's bank holiday in the US as well, Susie Stella. So it's Memorial Day on Monday.
Memorial
so
Day.
we've all got a nice long weekend.
Yeah.
So that's good, isn't it? Time to hopefully recharge the batteries.
Absolutely.
5 minutes, Debbie. Fünf Minuten, as they say in German.
Funfy whatty?
5 Minuten.
Funf.
Minuten.
It did sound a bit Geordie
5
then.
minutes.
5 minutes. All right,
5
okay.
Minuten.
Funfy Minuten.
No, fünf. Not
Funfy?
funfy, fünf.
Funf.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, right. Okay.
5. 5 Minuten. Why does that sound Geordie when I say that? 5 Minuten, like. Well, yeah, you've got 5 Minuten, now like you've got 4 Minuten. Well, yeah, you better get ganning with your craft along, like, because the time's nearly up, man.
Hey, it's okay, we'll get it done. I have every faith that I'll get everything stuck down. The only thing I won't be getting stuck down is the gems. That's the only thing I won't be getting done. However, oh my life. Yeah, no, I've just realised it's 3, not 4 for me, isn't it?
Drei Minuten.
I'd dry whatty?
Oh, just a quick question from Chantal before we go. Sorry,
Okay.
Chantal, I didn't ask this question. She says, Debbie, do you ever get a line on the card when the excess hangs over the edge of the plates?
You can do, yes, yeah. That's very true. That's a good shout out there. That's when you would go for the least pressure because you won't get that line. So I would do I would do the way that I did it with the metal shim.
Okay.
So yes, that's a really good one. Now I'm going to have to change this round. So I'm going to put with love down here. So it's going to be opposite ends because I've done like a mirror image.
I've not seen you use that die before.
And do you know what, Tracy, when she got to go and get it out for me, she said to me, Debbie, she went, why is it at the top of the box? And I went, I don't know.
Yeah.
I went, does everybody else use it?
I wonder. It's very popular. Very popular.
Absolutely. I keep saying want it on a bigger scale. They're not listening to me. I do keep asking, but no one listens. I said we want a nice big set of these. So I'm just going to put my special friend. I like that because it almost looks like the dropping in different directions. And then lastly, and let's just get these on very quickly. We're going to come in with the me butterflies. So I'm going to add little butterfly floating.
And then you can add your little gems later, can't you? If you want to add those
yeah,
on.
and you could if you want. You could if you wanted. If you want to, strengthen your card, you could put round the back some coloured panels, maybe some yellow or green panels on the back as well, and that'll strengthen your cardstock. If you want, it's entirely up to you. It's just suggestions. So I'm going to put one. Oops, there, and then lastly, and I think I've timed that to perfection. And then let them dry, and then I'll shape them afterwards. So it's almost like the mirror image of where we started. Are you ready?
Look at this. Here we go. Mega card.
Shall I just open them both up?
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yes.
I love the opposite. I like the mirror image. It doesn't matter. Thank you, Sam, for helping me out with that one, since Debbie and her faux pas happens to me all the time.
Smashed it.
But there you go. That's as simplistic. Wait a minute, is that word? Simplistic. Put it together. Don't just drag it out. Simplistic as we can go with this. I need to lie down.
She did it. Thank you, Debbie, for a fantastic craft along. Thank you to you guys for watching. If you have crafted along in this show, let us see what you've done, please. You can either send your cards to us at studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk, or you can just tag us in your pics. I'm a Crafters Companion. Tag Debbie at Debbie Robinson, CC, D-E-B-B-Y, Robinson. At Ben Moseby, CC, B-E-N. Ben Moseby, CC. So we'd love to see what you've been up to. So thank you. And if you do want to pick up the collection, details on your screen there for the Showstopper, £48 or $64. You get all 6 of the dies and all of the goodies that go with it as well. We're back in an hour, aren't we?
We are indeed.
With a masterclass, where we are going to be looking at all things Crafters Inspiration Magazine. I believe we've got the flamingos on the show. We've got the Enchanted Oceans. Apparently, it's a what special? Oh, throwback special. I thought you said throw up special then for a second. No, it's not a throw up special. It is a throwback special. So that's coming your way in just over an hour's time. So hopefully we'll see you then. Finish off your Friday in good spirits. We'll see you in a bit. Bye for now.